Hey everyone, this is Tone, and since I can't be bothered to try to find an actual editing program so I can edit video game videos or live streams, I'm just going to show you the cars that I have. So this is my 1993 Ford Escort LX wagon. Got 1992 Ford Escort GT seats. I'm currently working with Dad on getting the tank repaired because it's got a pretty good crack on the front of the tank, and you can't find replacement tanks for this car. I tinted the rear windows, well, at least the triangle windows and the rear, side windows. Doesn't look awful, but I can already tell that, for a first job, it's kind of shoddy. And you can see that right there, that just doesn't look great. But for the most part, yeah, it's 90% stock. It's got a muffler delete because, well, I wanted to. There's my my heat shield that's supposed to be around the exhaust. And currently we're working on dropping the exhaust on that. Let me go ahead and get over to the Geo. Alrighty, this is the 1992 Geo Storm GSi. For some reason my brain wanted to say GSLI. And I'm an idiot, I locked the door. So it's the GSi, it's got the good motor in it, and it's got the bucket seats. I actually don't know if this used different seats than the stock one, but I just know that this is a GSi. It's got the back like this, but one of the things that I'm going to have to try to repair at some point is, if you can see it here, that is not great. And it's been getting stuck and not moving at all, which is good, but then when you try to show it shit like that, it looks like I broke it, but I promise you I did not just break it. It's been like that. The paint is, well, old, but as you see here, this was a test spot for buffing or polishing. I've actually got a car polisher back there with some polishing paste. But let me show you my favorite part about this car. Look at this thing. 1.8 liter dual overhead cam with a not cold air intake. So I was messing with this, trying to get to the airbox. God, it's still hot in here too. Look at that. It just... So much for a hose clamp. That didn't do much. I'll just set this here for now. I was trying to get to the airbox and I noticed that the hose right here had a duct tape and zip tie repair, which isn't great. What I hadn't realized was it was so bad that when I moved it to try to get to the filter, it just broke off and just came off. I lost the zip ties somewhere, they just went ping off into the distance. So yeah, there's this that I get to deal with now. But it's not necessarily a problem, it's just annoying. I want to make a cold air intake of some sort, but right now that's just not an option. And I'm gonna have to pause the video so that I can put that back on where it's supposed to be. Go to make a freaking video showing how cool your car is, and the intake fucking cone falls off. Neat. I spent all of that time getting this one tightened down, and I have yet to actually get this one back on there and tightened down. So, this wasn't supposed to be a me fixing a thing video, but I guess it is now. Trying to use this without stabbing any of the hoses or lines while looking through the camera. Just double checking to make sure everything's tight enough. Might help if I actually get the screwdriver in there. This seems tight enough. I mean, it really is just a pain in the ass. Alrighty. Alrighty, that seems pretty sturdy. Well, I'll also show you what happened back here. The muffler fell off because it was all rusted. So it makes a glorious noise. I figure the next thing to do here is to show you, to show you the glorious noise that it does make. Damn jet flying over. It's got a very slight valve tick or like clearance noise, but it's not bad. Just got the AC fixed on it. All that stuff works now. Let's go ahead and listen to it. Sounds pretty neat. So yeah, that's the keys on the ground. That's my 92 Geo. It's an interesting little car. 140 horsepower in a car that weighs like 2,283 pounds, something like that. I don't even think it's that much. I think it's actually about 2,200 pounds. But yeah. Let's go on to the last project car. My 1994 Honda Civic CX Hatchback. And I really hope I'm pointing the camera in the right direction because the screen just got darker. But yeah, this thing is a piece of work. You got a window, just not in here. Well, technically the window is in the car. Those rear seats, not attached, they're just sitting there. Doesn't have the ECU in it right now, because that's all borked. Hood pins, because Honda. And here's what it looks like. B18A1. Got a full custom exhaust on it. It's got the DC Sports headers that goes 4 to 2 to 1. That Spectre air filter that was on the Geo is actually robbed off of this. It did go out the hole and was down there behind the bumper, but now it's on my car. But this thing's a piece of work. There's a bunch of stuff that I don't know what it does or why it does. I just know that it does. And I mean, you'll be seeing more videos of this when I get it running, but for the time being, this is it's a special vehicle. If you guys see anything wiring-wise that looks fucked right now, go ahead and let me know. But, yeah, there's not really that much to show about this car. The interior is gutted, other than the seats and stuff, obviously. The carpet's in there, but it's not mounted by anything, it's just in there to be in there. And yeah, it's got Bassett Racing rims, so dirt track racing rims, because look at that stance. Yeah, I know. These are the fenders that came off of it over here, so there's the bumper support. Look at that thing. It looks like it was attacked by a vice grip. A very angry vice grip. I'd show you the bumper right now, but it's in the vehicle that's sitting right next to me. You can't really see it that well, but I'll move this box so you can see the back of it. There's the front bumper of the Civic. It's a Civic front bumper. Nothing really special about it. The only thing really special about it, I think, is its education. Because, yeah, it's interesting. Trying to not damage the seats, but make sure that the bumper doesn't continue warping. I didn't realize that when we put it in here before. So yeah, lovely times. But yeah, that's my don't catch that. That's my 3 project cars that I've got. The 93 Escort, the 92 Geo, and the 94 Civic. I guess I have a thing for 90s Honda, or 90s Asian cars. Who would have known? Because I sure as hell didn't. Look how long this duct tape has been on here. It's separating from the silver. Like, look at this. Oh, God. This is also the car that I'm planning on learning how to paint on, so it's gonna look great. But yeah, I think that's everything. So I'll go ahead and talk to y'all later. Catch me on my live stream at twitch.tv/tone4366. And maybe one of these days I'll be doing more live streams. Oh, and since I showed you the motors of the other 2 cars, I guess I should show you the motor of this. 88 horsepower of single overhead cam, 1.9 liter goodness, question mark. Yeah, little car. But it's my little car, so I'm okay with that. Alrighty, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.